Yesterday I made a video talking about my VR game and how the next step was going to be actually taking the file that we designed in VR and then exporting it to an STL you could 3D print. Well, I got it working, and this is the very first 3D print that I've made from a design I did inside of VR. I think it came out super well. It's just a little pin holder for my Sharpies. And if you want to see how exactly I made it, just keep watching.
All right, so I'm going to record me building something I've tried to build a couple of times now, which is going to be a pencil holder for my Sharpies and everything else. So this is the default block state thing. So you can pick up the blocks, you can place them anywhere you want inside of a voxel grid. So there's an invisible grid here that allows you to place blocks inside of it. And if you place two blocks on top of each other, it just deletes the other block. If I want to spawn in blocks, I just push on the A button here, and then I can catch it. And if I push the B button, it lets me actually change the color, or I can hold it and then rotate it by pressing that button. So I have 7 colors right now, and then I can add some more later on. But how to actually build the thing. So I'll start with probably green for this. And I can do that with either hand, so makes it twice as fast. So let's start building the base here. It's pretty good about kind of going down to the floor level that you set. I haven't fully optimized that, I guess. You could probably make it a little bit better, but for right now, it's working pretty well. Okay. So now we're just adding on this. Oh, shoot. I think that one just went to another one, then despawned the other one. Okay. So one of the next steps that I'm planning on doing is going to be adding larger block sizes. So obviously, if you're just placing blocks 1 or 2 at a time, then it can be a little bit tedious. If I was able to do more blocks faster, that could be nice. So one of the ones that I want to add next is going to be kind of similar to like stairs in Minecraft, where it's just going to be like a block with a 45-degree angle, if I can figure out how to do it. And that's going to allow me to actually take it and make stuff that's just a little bit more 3D printable without having to have overhangs everywhere. So this is going to be a window that we have, which will kind of just show like the contents of the jar, or the pencil holder as it is. And it's also, because this is kind of like a tower, like medieval type, so it's kind of the idea. So I'm going to have windows on those 2 sides, and then on this side, no windows, just because it's kind of like if this is like the front right corner of the tower, then this side would be inside the wall, and then behind it would be like, you wouldn't want to be firing on your own knights or horses or anything like that. Okay. So that's looking pretty okay. And now I'm going to start working on making the actual towers kind of things. These are going to be like a little bit asymmetric, just because I think that looks kind of cool. So something like this maybe, and then over here it can go like this, kind of like stairs, and then maybe here can just be kind of basic, and I'll just be by itself. So I think that looks good. And the next step is to actually export it. So to export, you just push the trigger button on your Quest controller. So push this, and now it should be exported as a STL that I can then download and actually 3D print on my 3D printers right here.
So now I have the headset connected to my MacBook here. You can actually see the files that are on there. So all I got to do is just push the download button here. It's going to ask me where to save it, so downloads is fine. And then whenever I go over this, I can actually open it up and use that to 3D print it. So I'll do that right now. So just import, click on that. It's going to ask me to scale it, so I say yes. And then you just have to actually go and orientate it wherever you want and then scale it up to whatever size you want. So I'll click it here, and then let's just make it, say, I don't know, 50. That's a good size looking pencil holder. So then all you got to do is just press print. It's going to slice that and go ahead and print my little pencil cup holder for me. Okay, so the print is done. I changed the color up a little bit, but it came out looking just like it did in VR. Exact same thing. And if I actually put some Sharpies in it, that's working pretty well. If you want to try this application for yourself, you can go to my GitHub, which is going to be linked in the description, or you can see it right here, which is actually going to show you exactly what to do. All you have to do is download the zip file, open it inside of Godot as an import, and it should be working for you. Leave a comment down below if you have any trouble at all.